So, who's ready to get dirty today? Hey y'all, Bushcraft Diva. So, who is ready to get dirty today? All right, we are actually going to build a worm farm. Now, I had this beautiful worm farm built, but my dog really liked it. He got in and my worms got out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reconstruct a worm farm that you can make at home very easily today. This is a great project for the kids. It's going to give you an endless amount of bait, and it's also going to give you some great soil and some great water, nutrient-rich water to feed to your garden as well. So a couple things you're gonna need. We're going to need a screwdriver, some newspaper shreds, some coconut husk, a little bit of gravel, 2 styrofoam coolers, and a lid, and worms, and dirt. So let's get started. First, we're going to take our first cooler and just set it aside. We're going to take our second one, flip it over, and with our screwdriver, we want to make 6 super easy holes at the bottom. That's going to provide aeration and drainage. And if it gets too hot, it's an escape route for your worms so they don't get fried. We're going to place that into the main cooler. Now, once a week, you're going to want to check the drainage. The water is going to be very nutrient rich, and you empty that into your garden. Your plants and your vegetables are going to love you for it. Okay, next, we are going to add to the bottom of our worm farm about a layer of gravel. Nothing too deep or heavy, just enough to create some drainage. And there we go. Next, we're going to add some newspaper shreddings. Before you get some real food in there for your worms, this is actually going to feed them just fine. We have got a thunderstorm coming in. After that, I want to get some dirt in there. So I'm just going to dig from my old farm into my new farm. And we're just going to do that by hand. Okay. Now that I have a nice layer of dirt in there, I am going to put some coconut husk over that. Very much like peat moss, it's going to give you kind of that a little extra aeration, holding that water source close to the soil, and they can move around easy in it, but it's a little stringier, longer, sturdier than peat moss. So you want to go with the coconut husk. Then again, we're going to add just a little more dirt. And now I'm starting to see all of my worms. Look at this guy. Woo! All right. Now, this is where I tend to really love part of my worm farm because I get to compost. So I'm going to be adding, this is a nice combination of some eggshells, some avocado peels, coffee grinds, loose leaf tea, because I don't drink coffee, I drink loose leaf tea, and some carrot shreddings. And we're just going to pop that in there to add some extra nutrients there for our worms. Oh, he's like wrapping himself around the avocado pit. It's really cool. I wish I could show you that shot. Hair. Bedhead. Just kidding. Maybe not. All right, so we're going to continue to add some more soil until we're about 2/3 of the way up. And I'm now getting to the bottom where I'm finding my worms. There we go. And there they are. Now I've got a combination of night crawlers and red wigglers. You can make two separate farms, but they live in harmony together. And wow, they multiply fast too. Now, we were going to go fishing tonight, but we've got storms moving in. So I've got these red wigglers here that really need a new home. There are 30 of them in here, and those are going to go fast. They're going to multiply quickly, and I'm just going to be using them as bait over and over again. Look at that. All right, so basically our worm farm is pretty much complete. The one addition I'm going to make is my scobies. I've got extra scobies from that kombucha we made last week, and I'm going to add that into the soil because that is one of the most nutrient-rich things you can possibly add to your garden. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much done. You are going to want to simply cover and keep it in a cool place. If it gets too hot, if it's in the sun, make sure that you're checking it and you're moving it around. Now, I've got plenty of moisture in here because I used wet soil that they were already in, but if you're building from scratch, just add a little water. Make sure they're nourished. And ladies and gentlemen, there's your worm farm. All right, folks, so there you have it, and there you are. Grab your kids, grab your grandkids, and build yourself a worm farm. It is a great project, and it's going to create some nutrient-rich water for your garden that your vegetables and plants are going to love. It's going to give you an endless supply of bait. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. In the meantime, be boss, be beautiful, be bushcraft. See you next time.